Hello, hello everyone, welcome back. BogMod here, playing East End Nordics, and we just saved Lady Lena, who is a spirit and Carter's ancestor and Rollo's husband. There he is.
Our story begins roughly 140 years ago.
Oh, that is a man who did not skip out on going to the gym.
In a Norman settlement, Rollo was born as the son of the Jarl. He was an irascible babe, even biting off the ear of the wet nurse who delivered him. As a young boy, his deeds and demeanor were marked with a brutality not even the Normans could bear. His elders, their tolerance exhausted, brought him on a plundering expedition before he came of age. Rollo performed many a great feat upon the fields of battle, but he fought with such ruthless savagery that even his allies feared and abhorred him.
Right. Parts of this were recorded on the runestones we've seen.
Yes, but the most significant is yet to follow. Eventually, Rollo slew his father, the Jarl, and visited tyranny upon every corner of the North Sea.
What a jerk!
It was then that he heard the rumors of a hidden treasure, known as the Sea King's Throne. In time, he appeared unto me, the throne's keeper.
Oh.
The Sea King's throne. The one that can grant people's wishes?
It really exists.
Yes, though it isn't quite as opportune as the fables suggest. As I was saying, there he was. Rollo had managed to reach the temple that housed the throne, all by his lonesome.
Ooh, hello, fancy temple. He is a big man.
Son of man, what is it you seek?
Everything!
And what does that entail?
What else? Riches, women, and land.
Those desires are not your own. They are those of the ones who led you here.
Huh?
Gaze into the water's reflection.
What in blazes?
Someone saw fit to lade an empty vessel with pure malice. You are that vessel. Who, then, does that make you? From the instant we met, I could tell there was something irregular about him.
Yeah, he's like 10 feet tall.
Standing before my eyes, it was as though he were the very embodiment of malice.
This reminds me of East 9.
Far more than a single human being could possibly harbor.
Malice?
Yes. At the same time, his very existence evoked a feeling of dissonance. The malice was unadulterated, to the point where there was no sense of personhood to be found. But then...
Who am I?
You... Could it be? That exchange led me to a realization. It wasn't that Rollo lacked an individual self. Rather, it was such a diminutive size that the malice pushed it to the depths of his heart. What's more, the seed of said malice was planted by an external force.
Huh? But who? And why?
That I do not know.
He was under an evil curse of evil.
There, subsequent events caused Rollo to become aware of his own abnormalities. He then returned from a lengthy voyage. after which I seated him upon the Sea King's throne. His sole wish? To live as a normal human being. The throne granted his plea, and thus did he regain his identity. However, at that moment, the malice embedded in him was set free.
Oh, that's the
Guile,
the three of the
lust. Such are the true forms of Other, Lager, and Yurth, respectively.
Interesting angle. Alright, so, Odor is hubris? Okay, we killed lust, we killed nihilism. That's why Karja's that age.
I'm the descendant of their host.
That is exactly correct. In any event, after putting the malice behind him, Rollo became the ruler of this land and ushered it into prosperity.
As the Duchy of Norgard, right?
Yes. The nation flourished, and peaceful days prevailed for some time. Rollo and I were wed, and together we had a child. Then, one fateful day, those aspects of malice that were thought to have dissipated re-emerged with Grieger in tow, and by their hands, the entirety of the realm was stricken by the great calamity. Rollo prepared several arcs in which he sent his subjects to safety.
They flooded the world? Or the region?
But immediately after that, he disappeared from Obelia Gulf entirely.
That was written on the runestone in the Flumen Strait.
In order to protect this land he so loved, I kept the malice sealed away here. Until a few short months ago, that is. The generals, having regained their power, turned the tables and sealed me away in their place. I used the last of my remaining strength to imbue a seashell with mana and send it out into the sea.
And Adol wound up finding that same shell in Karnak.
Karja. Even while maintaining the seal, I had been able to sense your presence.
Great-granddaughter.
But just what are these shackles that bind you? They seem to be a product of mana.
You didn't do this? Must be that god
Right.
guy.
That's one of the things I
The
wanted to ask
old
about.
man. The plot
But
thickens
going
there.
by what you just said, I'm guessing it doesn't ring a bell.
Unfortunately not. And although I'm sure you've already
And I
grasped
think the old man is probably going to be behind how Rollo ended up with all the
the
malice.
Trident's aim is to root themselves into your heart and give rise to Rollo anew. That is what must be addressed first and foremost.
I want to save Karja.
Adol,
Before anything else, you must avoid battling the last of the three generals.
Yeah, I've got a timeline there, though.
If Karja takes Other's essence into herself, Rollo will surely be revived.
nothing doing. We're taking him down, and that's that.
But why?
You haven't forgotten, right, Shield Brother? Unless we defeat Other, you'll die.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Let's use Super Curse.
I see. This curse is potent indeed. Forgive me, but I can offer no aid here.
We'll think of something.
We must, else one of you will be doomed no matter what we do. Adol, Karja, would you accompany me to the Seabed Temple of Ire?
There's a G in that name, you know.
Seabed Temple.
Yes. It is where I once lived, as well as the location of the Sea King's throne. Provided its power is still usable, there may yet be hope.
Turn it back to normal.
Potentially, yes. Should we manage to seal the Trident away once more. The Seabed Temple is further west from the Marine Triangle. Specifically, in what are known as the waters of creation, the Raoul Dark Sea.
Wait a minute! The Raoul Dark Sea is home to the most treacherous waves in all of Obelia Gulf. We don't even have a ship now that Logger's out of the picture.
Oh, I doubt that will be a concern. Just look at the horizon behind you.
Is it going to be the Sandras? Yay!
That's Sandras! But why?
Oh, they topped the mayor down from being an idiot. Look at all those repairs.
That isn't even the part I'm talking about. They shouldn't have any reason to fall in with us anymore.
Except all the things that we did for them.
The two of you have surmounted a great many tribulations up to this point. I imagine the experience has left you with grievous wounds, Karja. In mind and body both. But while there are undoubtedly more trials yet to come, you must hold your head high, Karja Balta. For there is also much you have gained in the course of this journey.
The power of friendship! Chapter 8. Leela. That was a short chapter.
What? You say the Balta Seaforce is nearing us?
Yes. I made absolutely sure just a moment ago.
It's safe to assume that they're scouring around for the Sandras.
Then we can't afford to just sit back and twiddle our thumbs anymore. Might want to drum up a plan, Mr. Mayor.
Right. Cruz, are the ship's repairs close to completion?
If you give us another half day, we can get her fit to sail for a while.
Grin, I take it your feelings on the matter haven't changed?
What do you think? We won't set one foot on the Sandras if it means waving a white flag to the Seaforce.
Use your head, would you? It was precisely to keep us out of harm's way that Adol and Karja left. You heard what that logger guy said. There's not a thing we could do for them. Better we focus on rebuilding Karnak, don't you think?
Just abandon your friends.
Sorry, Dad. It's not that we can't see where you and the mayor are coming from. But it's thanks to those two that we've grown so much and made it this far.
If we don't step up and help them with this, we'll regret it for the rest of our lives. We can do more than just hold them back now. And this is our chance to prove it.
Not to mention, it's up in the air how the Seaforce will treat us if we throw in the towel.
Yes, I made that point.
For all we know, they'll conscript us into their ranks and force us to fight Adol and Karja instead.
Mr. Mayor, say something!
Whatever arguments you have are nothing more than opinions motivated by emotion.
You've barely given any argument yourself, Mayor.
Thus far, I have allowed the Sandras to operate out of necessity in order to save the townsfolk. But at this stage, I can by no means permit you to take up with Adol and Karja. As mayor of Karnak, it is my responsibility to protect the lives of its citizens.
We won't ask for permission, Mr. Mayor, out of respect for your position. But even still, they're our friends. More than that, we owe it to them to go to their rescue. Won't you at least turn a blind eye? Just this once. We need your support as our friends and family.
Mirabelle.
Mira.
It's much too risky.
As far as helping the town goes. But they're only children.
Exactly.
I'm
Speaking as a
scared out of my
parent,
wits.
We cannot stay
but-
idle.
How do we go about
The
this?
choice to live.
Senseless fools, all of you.
Everyone, what we just heard speaks to the self-centered inexperience of the Sandras' crew. As such, I refuse to accompany them any longer. Instead, I will be remaining here to petition the Balta Seaforce's aid in reconstructing Karnak.
Pops? What gives?
He's being less of an idiot.
We have no reason to believe the Seaforce will treat us non-hostile townsfolk poorly.
They tried to kill you all as collateral. Without even the possibility of warning, you idiot.
I will take responsibility for this decision, as well as the ensuing negotiations.
I feel like the fact that they turned on you instantly, without a chance to warning, without even being like, maybe we should get these people off and not involve the Sandras at all. Nope. They intentionally put you all in harm's way and tried to sink you. Kill everybody.
Yes! It's about time you saw things my way, Mr. Mayor.
We have no more business with you. Now take that boat and be off at once. Were the Sandras present, the Seaforce would surely attack.
Rafe? You really gonna let this happen?
Time to go, Gren. The mayor made himself clear. Let's get on the Sandras and shove off.
Shall we be on our way, Rosa?
Huh? But...
What's gotten into you guys?
Just come on.
Are you all out of your minds? How can we just leave them there like that?
Plot.
Cruz, mind getting the goofball here up to speed?
Sure. You'd think I wouldn't have to. But locking horns with the mayor always turns you into such a... well, such a Gren.
Why are you using my name like it's an insult?
Because you're dumb.
A guy can only get called a dumbass or a goofball or whatever so many times before it gets old.
Actually, I'm not really sure what's going on either.
The mayor is doing this to give you a convenient out.
It's unfortunate that the mayor talked some of the townsfolk into leaving the Sandras. But we've still got a decent number of people who stayed on board. Don't you think?
I guess? The Balta Seaforce is no longer our ally. We're on our own now, and things are only gonna get tougher. Knowing that, what do you think would have happened if we dragged all the naysayers along for the ride?
Oh, they would feel tense and on edge, dampening our spirits.
Exactly. Baggage like that would only weigh us down in combat. Heck, we could have even had a mutiny on our hands if things shook out the wrong way.
You did have a mutiny on your hands.
A mutiny?
At the very least, morale would plummet, preventing us from acting as we see fit. It hurts to say. I think my dad would contribute pretty strongly to that.
Yeah.
Then the mayor was doing us a favor?
Not really, but yes.
By taking the lead, he made sure that anybody opposed would stay off the ship.
Yes. That way, we're able to function more smoothly as a crew.
Fewer hands on deck means less firepower, but staying united is what matters most right now.
And as mayor, he couldn't have united them all in support.
Here I was thinking we'd manage to strike our own path. But it turns out we still need others to help push us along.
You think I didn't already know all this?
Huh?
He's my pops. I've got a handle on how his mind works. But be real here. Can they really ride things out on that island by themselves?
I mean, they are adults.
Ah, now I understand. You're worried about them, aren't you?
Like hell, I mean, not even close.
Aw, look who's finally maturing.
Hey, even small fry know how to grow. I'm not one to talk, but your father-son duo's got some personality issues.
You tried to murder your dad, Rafe.
You aren't alone, Gren. Every one of us feels the same way. But sometimes, butting heads can teach you more about each other than you realize.
Mira.
Alrighty. Sounds like you guys talked things out.
Doki? You were eavesdropping?
Yep. And while I'm at it, let me share a few words of thanks. It means a lot, the way you stuck up for Adam and Karja.
Allow me to extend my gratitude as well.
Oh my, even Easer's listening in.
Oh, you did have your chat right by those tubes.
If anything, we're the ones who should be grateful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, look at my fancy ship.
Wait, you put yourselves through all that just to get here?
Normans help their pals out, rain or shine. That's the way you do things, right? Or what? You try to say we aren't your pals, Karja?
No, but...
I think all of them are going to be taken hostage. I mean, again, he was quite willing to kill them all just to kill her. If he can get his hands on their families, it is entirely within reason. Then he might try to use that against them. But I don't think that's going to come up.
Hi.
Seriously, just think of all the ways you've helped us so far. I can't believe you tried to up and leave before we were paid the favor.
That aside, are you doing all right, Princess? You wound up taking Logger's essence into you as well, didn't you?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't say I'm feeling too hot.
From the looks of it, you're barely managing to keep a lid on things. If you want to make for that seabed temple, the sooner the better.
Good thing we arrived just when you needed a ship. Now we can make ourselves useful right out of the gate.
Still, who could have guessed the Sea King's throne actually exists? Out of curiosity, Miss Leela, does the throne really grant whatever wish you make of it?
It won't respond to just anybody. Even should one manage to reach the throne, I must still deem them worthy.
Only special people get
After
wishes.
all, it wouldn't do to allow wishes of ill intent to be realized.
That's what I figured.
Oh.
Got something to say?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Not in the least.
All told, I have to question whether we can truly make it to the Seabed Temple. Navigating the Raoul Dark Sea would entail us crossing the Vortex Path.
Vortex Path?
It's a nautical region that endlessly churns with countless whirlpools. The waters there are so dangerous that even the Balta Seaforce rarely ventures through.
Oh, the things just off the coast of Europe.
Yes. I imagine it will make for an arduous voyage. We would do well to reinforce the ship in whatever way possible.
Sure. I'll give it everything I've got.
Another point of concern is keeping Karja from coming into contact with Other. If she absorbs his essence, it will only be a matter of time until Rollo awakens.
We'll just have to reach the throne before he gets the chance.
No time to sit back and relax then.
Alrighty. What are we waiting for? Let's set sail pronto.
She's filled with the essence of lust and nihilism. You better be careful, Adol. Skill added, upgrades. Oh, and Hoogle!
You're back!
Hoogle brought a message. What do we got? Stop me. Don't want to hurt her. Only you can help. Hurry to crash. Oh, it's that one. Remember that one Grieger? The guy who's looking after the blind girl? Sad. Hayes Island? Strange Demand 2. Is the penguin hungry again? Crew conversations.
Am I stoked to have the gang back together again? This time you'll ride or die with us to the end. Sound good, Adol? Karja?
All right, you wore me down. I'm counting on you to have our
I'm the one. Adol's the one with the curse on his neck that's gonna kill him. Don't say ride or die.
Don't worry. We'll get you there in time no matter what.
The two of them are truly blessed to have such boon companions.
According to Hoogle's reconnaissance, the Balta Seaforce is spread throughout the Rogue Sea. The Undying Fleet has been routed after losing their mainstays, but skirmishes are still occurring sporadically. We can assume the Seaforce is chasing them down while simultaneously conducting a search for Miss Karja.
I see. It's a lot to take in. But for the time being, we're better off steering clear of that area.
I find myself feeling
Though at least
homesick
that
for our
means this
Norman
area is
ships.
relatively safe.
The fog cleared out of the Marine Triangle too, just a while ago. We should use this little breather to zip through anything that needs doing.
Hey! Take the helm for me!
You know, there's a lot of the adults I'm surprised at, like the priest. And just pick and choose whenever they want to fight. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yes. Help me, Pickards. Help me. Hell to the yeah, this is how the Sandras ought to be. Oh, Hugo, I love you. You're so round. Adorable. Just because I'm not something to just do it, you know? Caw. So you agree with me? What happens next? Me and everyone else too. Yeah, you stay here and keep getting out of trouble. Free will. You guys might be too reliable. Looks like the journey continues. Oh, Millet, you came along. Safety. Lead to the freedom which I seek. Fight for it. Alright. A little surprised. Is there... Let's keep going. She knows if we don't. And I made arrangements for parting ways. Okay. We're lacking. Don't worry about that. Alright.
Hey! Anything else?
Teal coral armor. I don't even know where you're getting this stuff, buddy. Alright, we'll have to see if I can get that without spending cash.
You know where to...
Pardon.
Bonus piece of paper. Take it over. A poem. See out the colossal whale's resting place. Within its sands, temptation shows its face. Its location of treasure. Yeah, we've covered treasure of all shapes and sizes to date. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it. Riddle me timbers. Mr. Whaley. Wait, you're calling him that too now? Yeah. It's a basin. Alright.
Alright, let's do this.
Mr. Whaley. I call the time. Mr. Perhaps not someone who was watching you all this time, Miss Karja. I don't want to leave you all alone. Glad to have you back with us. Oh, I was just saying, you did come along. Good. With all of you. The truth beyond the Dutch and Morgan's destruction. Let's solve the mystery together. My word, we certainly see eye to eye, don't we, at all? Consort? Wife. Yeah, don't start leave Grandma alone.
Here.
Yeah, another sea god incense. At full potion, nice.
I see.
may not be much.
Yes, the blessed paper scraps.
Tinkering with ships is...
Need to refit? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yep, that ought to do it. Yep, that ought to do it. Great work, everyone. Yep, that ought to do it. Yep, that ought to do it. Whew, all done. I hope I did a good job. Yep, that ought to do it. Yep, that ought to do it. Whew, all done. I hope I did a good job.
Now I need more soul timber.
Anything else? You know where to...
I am happy to be of service.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what would happen if I try that, since we've got her right here. Some stuff actually is stuff. Sorry. But we hung out with a ghost. Don't forget. Alright. Much of the relatively has to be observed. Yourself. I'm not like that at all. Oh, Ashley. It's right though. But me being the kind of person who can't see things out. A bit of leisure time. What ails you? You encourage a look. No, I'd be here. Great-great-grandmother. There we go. Great-great-grandmother. How many generations back at that even? Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. It's 4 generations back. His mother's her great-grandmother, right? Yeah, you're doing it. And the mother of her great-grandmother, making me her great-great-grandmother. It's because she's a spirit. Get all wrinkly before Leela? Yes. Fortune teller lady hung along? Alright. Who are you, Guila? Just... Oh. Einar.
Like to exchange?
What about, you know, your boss and all that?
Anything whole for?
My pleasure. The honors man division. Seeing your capabilities firsthand. Alright. Show of them. Alright, so Mirabelle's hanging out with us. She'll provide assistance with being a doctor. We've still got Dr. Flair as well. Exhilarating. We'll village set on this journey. Alright. Quest, eh? Efforts. Aggressive use to develop a highly potent medication. A cure-all wonder drug. That's great. Let's see. If you guys can get my hands on. Sure. Voyage. Radna Spring Water. Near volcanoes. And there's volcanoes in the... okay. Sanguine Rock Salt. The rocks of Flumen Strait. Oh, okay. Sneak to the fortune and borrow some. Okay. Store from the Seaforce encounter. Why would they be storing all the salt? It's Dr. Flair for you. I should have said that. They're built different up in the sky. Oh well.
this.
I wonder. There we go.
Hello there. Oh.
They built different up the sky. Say if it means squat to me. Aww. Alright.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, we got the grass, we got the grass. Use place. Four. Alright. Oh, Lux stayed around because, of course, his daughter wanted to stay with us. Run. Do you truly be safe? Save Karja. Let Adol's Kirstini too. Alright. Let her down, Adol. Yep. The rest of them. Death. The guy who ran away when the going got tough. Alright. Well, good to have you aboard, Cohen. Oh, even he came. Well, I guess he couldn't abandon his daughter, right? Journey with Rosa. We're strong with you here. Alright, well clearly we need to also do a little nap, but we can put that nap off until next time. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this rather revealing episode. I'll talk to you all soon.